the 18th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Seminoles will put total weather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Looking for a man. It's Everett. Here's a heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes the catch at the 30. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Racing down the left side. Inside the touchdown, no! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Hit as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fowler. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
And the Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. I mean, you'd like to think your receiver in space can make a linebacker miss, but that's just a better job tackling by the defense.
The Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Better find the air product. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Fires left. It's complete. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Handoff to the lone back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the 1st down.
Yeah, the basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job there.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. He scampers out of bounds right at the 19-yard line, and man, are they set up.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. On the run, it's Jackson. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Looking to throw, it's Fox. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Trojans.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Rushes on him. That's reeled in. It's Jacobs. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across.
Turning it on! Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And he's got it inside the 25. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Nelson. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seminoles.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off-play action on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. That's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And he was under so much duress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive. But the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Florida State. Once he got some room, it was over.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He leaves it with the back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Under fire. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air, it's Fox. Using his legs to buy some time. Working on the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
That's the first down for the offense.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Might as well give it to him again. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the Dome. To the air, it's Fox. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Keeps looking downfield. Touchdown, USC! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Quarterback making adjustments. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. Buys a little time. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. He's chasing by the defense.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Moving out of the pocket. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew to throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
The gun wants to pass. Here comes the heat. He makes the catch. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Flushed out of the pocket. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll need some juice in that arm on 3rd and long. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Well, they don't pick up the first down after they catch, but even still, the head coach now has a decision to make. On 4th down, is he kicking a long field goal? Is he going for it? It's decision time.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Pulled and fired complete. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jamison. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Moulton. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to just figure something out.
Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to run it. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
Back to throw, it's Nelson. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
It's a big-time moment for the defense. They're creating a negative play, getting a sack with the opponent right down on the goal line. Now that they've backed him up a little bit, a touchdown doesn't seem like it's just a gimme anymore.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Just drives it between the uprights. Now up by 7 points here in the second. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Leaves it with the back. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. 3 yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. On the ground, it's Moulton. There he goes. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 48.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Steps away to find some room. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
Off play action. Quickly to the tight end. He breaks the tackle. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Golden. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They're going to give it to the wide receiver on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, they lined up in a formation that had the whole defense crowded in the middle of the field, and then they popped the jet sweep on him, trying to get to the outside. Nice scheme offensively.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Ahead, and he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
This is a money play on 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Going for 6. Touchdown, no! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing on concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think Bean
snags it on the right. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
Yeah, they typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies, that highlight the famous celebrity quarterbacks. That's just what USC does.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. Powers through the defender. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in there, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
He'll keep it himself. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He wants to change this route. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He rifles one deep down the right side. Touchdown, Seminoles! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Navy is on top, but it's not like Roger Staubach is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 10 over Tulsa. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time. He's loose on the right. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
Now the play fake. Using his feet to buy time. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, the offense getting a little bit greedy, I think. They had an explosive play the play prior. They decided to try to pile on, throw the ball right away. But the defense was ready for it. What a great job up front, defeating the block and getting the sack, creating a negative play.
To throw, it's Fox. Snagged in the middle, it's Fowler. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Pressure coming. Finishes the run with the slide. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure with this guy scrambling.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Trojans.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
38, USC, 24.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Golden finds his man on the left. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass, it's Nelson. Bringing the heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Let's go. Talk about having 1 foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off the play fake. Buying some time as he moves left. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with a sack.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Isn't the play-action fake supposed to make those guys take a half a beat before they come and destroy the quarterback?
Yes, trying to slow him down as much as possible, but it's predicated, too, on me reading that and me seeing it, and they didn't bite it at all. You better run the football effectively if you're going to run play-action, because they did not bite on the play-action fake at all.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game, and I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
Looking downfield, it's Nelson. Fires to the right. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
And the Noles will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's going to take off. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him. Try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
All right, sense of urgency now has to go through the roof for this team. They needed their defense to come up with that turnover right there. So if you're on offense, you got to get these plays called. You got to get aggressive, take some shots, because you can now go and win this game.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Back to pass, it's Fox. Things had not gone. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. Returns it inside the 30 to the 29. And after the interception, they'll try to cash it in with a score.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Turning it on! Nifty little juke, and he's out to the 37 before he stopped.
This guy's been running hard all game long. In the fourth quarter now with that last run, he's now at 99 yards rushing. One more carry away from potentially reaching that 100-yard milestone that all running backs covet.
The Seminoles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab past the marker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The Noles getting set on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Myers. Buys a little time with his feet. Myers on the move. Complete to the left.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covering. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out, trying to buy himself more time. And because he couldn't get rid of the football so quickly early, that allowed the pass rush to get to him.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got it in the middle, it's Moulton. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Just barely enough to tuck it into that right corner. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. It's Fox. Under fire. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that car backwards and take the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chugging and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Snags it over the middle. At the 35, he's loose. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Florida State. And the punishment has been extended. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ball State opened up a can. And how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of the MAC should take notice. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee. And
he's got it along the sideline. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
25 on the play. And that's good enough for
It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there.